Lord have mercy. Once upon a time, I've been out drinking all night. I was drunk and everything, and boy, I was coming home. I lived alone. I was coming home down there in Houston when I lived at 68 Fitcher, 77022, and I was coming down there and I flew in my driveway and I started headed towards the neighbor's house, and I put my foot on the brake and the clutch, and my foot slipped off the brake, and I ran into the side of the neighbor's house. Oh Lord. Well, the neighbor, they was kind of new neighbors. They lived in the old Boyd Acre house there, and they was from overseas at one of them countries, Iran or somewhere, and they come running out. Boy, they were freaking out. I said, excuse me, my foot slipped off the brake. We got to look, and it didn't mess the house up too much. Broke some of those mesothelioma causing things off the side, those asbestos slate-like siding they used to use back in the 40s and 50s. And I apologized to the man, told him an accident had happened, and that was about it. Got out pretty good running into the neighbor house. Lordy, Lordy, yes I did. Yes I did, yes I did. Another time I was drunk, and it was about 1 in the morning, I decided the tree in the backyard needed trimming. So I got up on the dog house, standing on the point of the dog house with the chainsaw. I was going to do a little trimming, and I slipped and the saw went across the end of my finger and ripped off my fingernail, and blood started shooting everywhere. And I looked down and I seen it, and I said, oh my God, I'll never be able to play the guitar again. And I jumped off the thing. I just started running down the road going, ah, ah. And I ran for about a block or two and nobody come out. And so I went back home, I washed my finger and held it until it quit bleeding. I got to looking at it. I said, oh, that ain't bad. But at least I had sense enough to wait till morning to try to trim the tree. When I lived down there at 68 Fitcher, I drank so much whiskey that you can go down there now any day, and this is 20 years later, you can go down there now, and on a good rain where the water kind of stands, a bottle will float out. And I raked out 4 or 5 trash cans full of bottles that I busted and still filled the trash cans up from under the house and around the garage and stuff. And I also used to bury them. I'd bury them bottles because I didn't want the trash mans knowing how much I drank. Well, if you go down there to 68 Fitcher, zip code 77022, and dig anywhere in that yard, you'll hit a bottle. I promise. I swear, you will. You'll hit a bottle. That's how much I drank it down there. I mean, and I also would throw them off in the attic. I push that little thing up in the bathroom and just chunk the bottle across the attic. But I believe that when I sold that house to We Buy Ugly Houses, they remodeled everything. I think they got all that out of there, out of the attic. But that place was a haven for dead soldiers, meaning empty bottles like that. I'm telling you, I had more bottles than you ever saw in your life. Woo, alcoholic, I reckon. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you about my drinking. About it drinking, you know. And also, another time, I made a Halloween scary thing out in the yard out of the ladder. I hung a black thing on it, made a pumpkin for a head, and, you know, put a jack-o'-lantern on top with a candle in there burning, and made a, you know, a scary thing. It was just a big black thing with a head on it burning. Looked pretty scary, but I ain't sure exactly what happened, but the whole thing caught on fire, and there was a big red fire that burned my ladder up, and everything in the front yard. I had to get the hose and I was spraying it, and this on Halloween night, you know, everybody's out there, same as a look at Travis, he done caught on fire over there. But anyway, I sprayed it on down and got that out, and went on back to, you know, Halloweeny, having the Halloween festivities. You know, lots of times things would happen. You know, around Christmas time, we used to do something real fun. We'd get in Melvin Cody. We'd get in his GTX 440. It'd be me, Ricky Moore, the beat, and Ricky Wygant, and myself. And we'd go around after Christmas, when people would put the old dried Christmas tree out, lay it out at the side of the yard there, side of the road area, for the garbage man to pick up. Well, them things was dry as a bone, and we'd drive by and flip a kitchen match in it, and it'd go poof in a big old flame as we drive off. We burned many of them. Well, one night we go over here in Enchanted Oaks, and Ricky Moore got out to light one, but he was struck the kitchen match and it wouldn't light because the dew was all over the tree, kind of wet. Well, a minute or two went by and a man heard the car out there, and he come running out, and Ricky took off running and got in the car, and we left. Well, we come back and the man come running out again. Well, the next time we fixed him up, me and Melvin Cody and Wygant, we had Roman candles, and we stopped down the road, and Beat got out, and he run up there to light it, and sure enough, here come the man. He come running out there to stop it, and we all started shooting him with Roman candles. There was pink balls and green balls, and they was bouncing all around that man. A couple bounced off his back. He was going, ah, and running back towards the house. About that time, the Christmas tree caught it on fire, and Beat jumped in the car, and we took off. And as we looked out the rear window of the car, that man was running around and around that Christmas tree, waving his hands and hollering. He looked like an Indian around the campfire. Lord have mercy, we used to really enjoy doing that. But the biggest fire we ever done, back in the back of Ponderosa Forest, way back there in the 70s, all the people took their Christmas trees, or somebody took them, out of the front of the houses, and they piled them in the back, and down by the creek in this big clearing. Wasn't nothing but sand back there. And I'm talking about, man, there was Christmas trees looked like a 2-story building. You guessed it. We put a kitchen match to it, and that thing was beautiful. Beautiful looking fire. You know, it was safe though, because it was all sand. We never lit nothing on fire to burn nothing up, but you know, that pyromania can turn into federal arson charges and shit nowadays, but way back then, you know, it was just good, clean fun, I reckon. But that's something we used to do during the holiday season, was them Christmas trees. We loved that. It was a lot of fun and excitement. And I really don't see much danger, because it'll go, once the needles burn off the tree, that was it. But anyway, I'm sure that Johnny Law would have seen it different had, had that happen. Another one, no grace of God, I didn't get caught. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this little show tonight, as much as I enjoyed putting it on. And y'all have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching this. Just make sure y'all have a good one. Thank you.